Welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute since I've made a video, and this one's been in the queue for quite a long time, and I've been meaning to publish it, but I've been busy wrapping up my MBA, taking care of a year-old puppy, and just saying bye to friends in the program. This video is more about asking thought-provoking questions and where you're at with your Notion journey. Again, because I've spent so much time in the MBA program, I haven't had a chance to explore Notion AI as much as I'd like, but it's changed just in the last 4 to 6 months that this video has been in the queue to record and publish. So I just have 6 or 7 little takeaways and observations that I want to share with you all. I'm using the Notion slides, as you can see. And yeah, I think the first thing that I want to talk about is just collapsing your sidebar and what you see when you do. I think maybe just 6 months ago, the sidebar would have looked a lot different than it is today, maybe a little longer now, but there's so many more things going on. You can tell that Notion's sort of building this ecosystem moat. Unfortunately, they're sunsetting email. I never had a chance or allocated time to focus on Notion email, but they're recently sunsetting that. But yeah, if you just look at the sidebar now and toggle hide everything, you have meetings, agents, recents, and then you have these other icons at the top here as well. And then I think most notably, I'll talk about this a little later, is the library one. My tasks, marketplace, all this stuff. And now you have this new chat button as well, and a new page, chat, AI meeting notes, or a database. So yeah, I mean, as you can imagine, just looking at the sidebar from just a year ago, it looks way different. And some could argue that, there's maybe too much going on. But I think it's helpful when you can untoggle and toggle and kind of review what you've actually used Notion for, and so on and so forth. I mean, it's the basic interface of Notion, but it's changed so much, and maybe you're not using everything you want, or maybe you're using too much. I think this is pretty easy to say. I think we're moving at the pace of culture with technology, people, events, politics, world events, so on and so forth. Things are changing really fast, especially in the world of AI, and obviously with Notion too. And so I think it's healthy to ask some of these questions. Are you up to date with everything that's been added to Notion? Is your workspace quote unquote current with all the new features? And what workarounds are sort of obsolete now because of how fast everything's moving? And for me especially, a lot of what I created originally, templates, workflows, formulas, AI can basically do most of that now. And so a question you might want to ask yourself is, are you still using your original creations? And at this point, you probably had to adapt them or iterate upon them because of all the stuff that's been added. And so, let's AI everything, right? I think that's kind of the theme that we've experienced within the Notion ecosystem. And, I'm curious to know what you all think about that. I think everything is AI native. And I think the only way you can actually turn off AI specifically in your workspace or was specific to certain features is if you email Notion directly. I'm not that extreme in terms of getting rid of Notion AI or reducing it within my current workspace or interface, but I can imagine, AI can get in the way. And now that there's sort of a paywall, there's going to be a sort of a credit and token system with other things. I think it's crazy to think about how much we use Notion differently prior to AI and how much that is sort of replacing what we used to use it for. And so, the power of AI, what doesn't make sense anymore in terms of using Notion? At what point do you use Notion in the way you use Notion pre-AI? And what doesn't make sense to do anymore, right? I think the beauty of Notion at one point was to be able to have complete control and create and customize everything to your exact needs. Obviously, AI speeds up that process immensely, but we probably don't want to spend as much time tinkering and perfecting our interface when AI can get the foundation or the base created for you. We've seen this with other tools where it doesn't make sense to do it manually. Vibe coding has become one of those biggest anomalies or biggest shifts where we want to outsource all of our coding. Obviously, coding is a different realm from using Notion and all the things it has to offer. But I think at a certain point, creating and starting from scratch doesn't make any sense anymore, because one or a couple prompts and several iterations get you to where you want to be a lot faster in some instances. So it's just something to think about, what doesn't make sense anymore because of AI. If you can't beat them, you got to join them. And so if you're not using it to some degree, it's going to hold you back. And now with another sort of add-on that you have to pay for to take advantage of, you really have to have that utility and that sort of workflow that actually benefits immensely from something like AI. And for those that don't run a business or use Notion on a personal level or less so at a professional level, those trade-offs are kind of harder to gauge. And so let's tweak. How do you feel? I think the quality of life improvements that Notion has introduced, there's a small thing here, small thing there, but does it really move the needle enough? Right? Like this slides beta is cool, right? It's a marginal potential improvement if you wanted to just set up a Notion page or a page section into digestible slides and then sort of have it interactive like the way I've set it up here. Alongside some of the other enhancements, I think the dashboard view is really cool. They recently added those number charts, which is also awesome. But again, because everything is native to AI and is centralized around AI, MCPs, agents, and everything in between, do these other features really actually add that much value? Wow. They just added today HTML blocks, which is pretty cool. And again, the AI meeting notes, I think that's probably one of the most effective things that I've been using as of late. Again, you need to pay for that. Transcript and notes summary section is awesome. But now that we have these interactive HTML blocks, I feel like we're sort of moving a little bit away from what Notion once was. And I think this is sort of trending towards like the Claude artifacts or Codex interactable HTML pages. It's also cool that we can connect to Outlook, but again, it depends on your organization. I try to connect to my school email, but again, you need to get administrative approval for that. But basically everything around this, their most recent release and other releases are just focused on AI. And so maybe you can tell that I'm a little more hesitant with the AI stuff. It's also that I haven't really used it enough to be able to create meaningful content that is valuable to you. Historically this channel has been about formulas and how-tos and tutorials and whatnot, but now it's getting to a point where if you're not in the work, you don't have enterprise level software, and you have actual workflows that regularly uses AI and it is able to sort of deliver meaningful work, it's hard to sort of keep on pace. Right. For those that don't regularly use Notion AI, I'm basically right there with you. I'm going to try to experiment with a little more and get better with the use of Notion AI. But again, without sort of a enterprise level use case or even an organizational use case, unless you have a small business that's thriving or a small team that's thriving and using Notion and you're paying for it, I think there's limitations. And I think with the age of AI, with Claude, Gemini, ChatGPT, we're basically entering a time where you got to pick your AI tool and you got to sort of double down, triple down, and familiarize yourself to a point where you can really deliver and use it in the way that you want to use it. And so I think Notion AI is, again, another add-on that you have to pay for. I think the MCP stuff is pretty cool. I think I've heard really good things about using the Claude MCP and how building within the Notion ecosystem is a little easier. But again, I feel like AI is turning into a wrapper for everything at a certain point. And I think at a certain point, everything's just going to become an AI wrapper that is connected via APIs, and the essence of the tool is going to be gradually degraded or lost or whatnot. Obviously, that's a little dark, and maybe that's a little oversimplified and overgeneralized a little bit. But again, I think these are things that are happening in real time, really fast, and maybe worth thinking about, because maybe the reason why you use Notion to begin with is no longer the reason why you want to continue to use it, or maybe why you switch tools, or maybe you don't actually use the Notion interface, you actually just use the MCP and kind of build it out that way. So anyway, long-winded way of saying that it's really easy to get lost in the sauce, and these quality of life improvements that Notion's been offering maybe might not move the needle as much as you think. But obviously everyone's different, everyone has a different use case, everyone comes from a different context and social location. So anyways, so the last one, the library. If we go to the sidebar and go to library, now we have everything on the sidebar basically tabulated up top, and we can see agents, meeting notes, private, shared, favorite, recents, all the things we can see on the sidebar. But now everything's containerized in this sort of database of databases and pages. And so I think that's a cool way to organize everything. And I think from an AI use case standpoint, that could be really effective. But now we're consolidating everything into one thing. Just something to think about, something to be aware of. And I feel like maybe we're approaching Notion as a fancier word processing platform, more so than sort of the database side of things that it's always been known for. I'm not sure exactly where I was going to go with this, but more than ever, it's tinkering in Notion is going to get you further than you've ever been, especially if you're able to pay for AI, if you're a student, to get that discount. Or if you're a startup and you want to test run Notion for 3 months, I think that's also an opportunity. If you're a nonprofit, you get half off, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I think the Notion ecosystem is changing so fast. And again, just these releases that came out today as I'm recording, HTML blocks and more, that's cool, that's awesome. I feel like we're sort of all consolidating into the same thing, at a certain point. Notion is becoming something that is nested under a AI wrapper that allows us to do things. And, the things that we once saw the beauty of in terms of databases, buttons, automations, formulas, and whatnot are becoming less and less important or foundational or relevant to the work. And at a certain point, when does the AI integration stuff stop? And at what point are people just going to use the prompt window to navigate Notion more extensively than the user interface that it was once known for? I'm just winging this video. I've had it in the queue. I've been putting it off. Been busy. But yeah, you can kind of probably hear this skepticism / hesitancy of where Notion's going in the way that I'm talking and maybe the way that I've sort of shared all this information. But hopefully some of these questions are kind of help you think through what do I actually need to do and what do I use Notion for? And, are the traditional AI tools that are free enough to do what we need without having to pay for that Notion AI subscription? Anyways, if you made it this far, I really appreciate it. I'm not entirely sure where I want to take this channel. I want to dive deeper into Notion AI, but at the same time, it's so vast and so context specific that it's harder to create content to really showcase the power of Notion AI, and it also takes a lot of tinkering. And then with the Notion formula stuff and the tutorials I've been kind of leaning on this channel, I'm not sure if it's that helpful or relevant anymore. As hard as it is for me to say that, Notion AI can really help you, kickstart everything. I think navigating the interface will always be a valuable thing to know, but because there's so many people that are consulting and creating content now, it's harder and harder to be able to monetize anything that you do with Notion at the end of the day. And so right place, right time, right people might allow you to sort of generate some income, do some projects, do some fun stuff. But yeah, I've personally been sort of impacted by AI from a consulting, building, and income stream standpoint. Obviously, for people that are in the enterprise atmosphere or space that is doing hands-on AI stuff, more power to you. A lot of money probably available in that space. But again, I don't think anyone is truly, well, maybe this is an overstatement, but Notion AI is being utilized to its fullest, because at a certain point the cost becomes an issue. I think the overhead just to get a whole organization that adopts Notion and then to utilize all the AI features can create a lot of technical debt, and also if you don't use it properly, you can kind of go the other way. So you can probably tell, unscripted, kind of ramble. July 1st, 2026. A year from now, who knows what we're going to be, right? Whether that's AI, whether that's Notion, whether it's the world. Things are happening. If you made it this far, take care. I know I've decompressed a lot since I wrapped up my program, and it's been awesome not having to spend a lot of time on my screen and minimizing that as much as possible, because crazy time to live in. Anyways, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one. Cool. See ya.